Hello, I'm Manny Gonzales, and as you know, I'm speaking of stress. And as we travel around, today we happen to be in a place called South Haven, Michigan. Beautiful little community. It's got a lighthouse down there and plenty of places to walk, the river. It's just a beautiful place to be. And they're predicting very cold temperatures, wind and rain. However, as of right now, it's good and I love it. And one thing that we do is enjoy people, talk to people. There's a wonderful restaurant, name of it is Clementine. We're waiting about an hour to get in there. So I have a little time to talk, to chat, to share with you what I'm thinking today. And one thing that's come up is illness. So many people around us are ill. In fact, they mentioned that our president is ill. And anytime somebody's ill, we have to consider that. If you've ever been ill, if you've ever been sick, have a family member that's pretty ill, you know it's a difficult time. There's pain, there's discomfort, your whole routine has changed. So we need to be aware of whoever is ill, particularly when they're mentioning so many things around us regarding illness. But one of the best things for illness is that we take care of ourselves, we balance our life. Begins with being outdoors, getting plenty of fresh air and sunshine. No virus is going to last in this environment, I guarantee you. So get out, enjoy the outdoors. As I always say, it's wonderful, it's beautiful to enjoy God's creation, the outdoors. And again, going back to illness, you think about what can we do when we're ill? We need to rest, we need to take it easy. And you know what? One of the major things that I found out in relation to illness is stress. And again, you know, I'm Manny Gonzales and I speak of stress. And stress causes all kinds of problems, beginning with high blood pressure. How about heart problems? What about, think about this obesity. What do people do when they're stressed out? They begin to eat and eat some more. I love to eat, but I get plenty of exercise. My genes aren't set up for weight gain, so I'm in good shape. So that's vital. If you're stressed out, think about, again, balance and that obesity issue. Many people that are dying of a variety of illnesses have a problem with their weight. Once you get over a certain body index, your weight to your height, to your size, your BMI, you find that got to keep it down. It's not easy. I love to eat, as I mentioned, and I try to keep my weight down, especially my stomach, but everywhere I go, people say, eat more. You know what I say? Eat less. Reduce your intake, increase your activity level, especially the older you get. And we always need to drink plenty of water. Forget the juice, because that's got sugar. And you know what we had yesterday? Couldn't help it, I gotta confess. Don't be mad at me, but we went to Dairy Bell yesterday. And Dairy Bell has these great pumpkin ice cream cones. I put little sprinkles, I put a little chocolate. Oh my God, that was wonderful. And you know what? I got the small one and it was still very large. And my wife got a strawberry sundae. So talk about health. We really goofed up yesterday, but we don't do it every day. Along with that, we won't do it for a long period of time. We'll get that out of our systems. We'll be active. We'll drink a lot of water, so it's okay to splurge. Go ahead and have that pumpkin ice cream. Go ahead and have that chocolate strawberry. But don't do it every day, maybe once every 2 weeks. And eat vegetables, eat fruits, but again, balance. Because if you think that eating is going to make you healthier, it's not. And again, look at blood pressure. Do you have high blood pressure? Most people do. That leads to other things. Headaches, leads to strokes, leads to death, along with diabetes. It's all connected. As we think of illness, when we're told this certain illness, this certain problem is occurring, I mean, the COVID, it's another illness. People go kind of crazy over it, and I have my ideas. I won't share them. However, people are also dying today of cancer, as I mentioned, strokes, diabetes, respiratory problems. Too many people smoke too much. The incidence of smoking is very high, and the incidence of respiratory problems, including COPD, is through the roof. And do you know that many hospital beds are taken up by cirrhosis patients? Right, lots of people are drinking too much. What about drugs? Do you know that legal drugs are killing more people than illegal drugs? When you hear of ODs, quite often it's related to a painkiller. So that, remember that illness is really tricky, and it's important. If you want to deal with stress, if you want to lower your stress level, you gotta start attending to your diet. Watch what you eat, how you eat, and when you eat. And remember, if you're overweight, if you're obese, it's important to make an effort. And it's not easy because we all have something that affects us. Some people just overeat, it's hard for them to stop. Some people just drink too much. Some people have a smoking habit. Some people have a gambling habit. They can't stop. They spend every single penny on gambling. That's a problem. What about pornography that is, oh my God, and you don't want to even mention child pornography, child exploitation, horrible things that happen around us when people are doing things they shouldn't do. And again, it's so difficult to control. If it's an addiction, you need help. And even as I worked in lots of units, addictions was so tough. You tell someone you're gonna die if you take another drink. Guess what happens? They die because they take another drink. You tell someone you're obese, you need to lose weight. Guess what happens? They die of obesity-related issues. So that these addictions, these problems we have with illness, with health, are horrible. And so we need to balance. Don't just think there's one illness going around, not just like COVID. There's all these things. In this year so far, we've had, I'd say, at least 10 or 12 people die that we know, either relatives or friends. And you know what they died of? Cancer, heart disease, diabetes. Not one of them died of COVID. So balance things and keep in mind, don't live in fear. Don't be so worried. Don't be so concerned. But take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Stay away from sick people. Drink lots of water. Balance your diet. Eat fruits. Eat vegetable salad. Do what's right if you want to be healthy, and start dealing with that stress, because we know that stress actually kills. Ask any doc. When I talk to my cardiologist and I ask him, hey doc, what's up with heart problems? What's up with stress? He says, Manny, every single illness has some level of stress. And if it's out of balance, if you lose control of it, it's going to lead to horrible problems. Even cancer. Do you know what they say? That cancer breaks down your system. From what? From too much stress. So, God bless you. Think about illness. Think about health, especially mental illness, and how you can lower stress, and enjoy the outdoors. Come out to South Haven, Michigan. Look at this beautiful place. Come to Clementine's. Have a wonderful balanced meal. Walk as much as you can, because we can do a lot of walking here. Be friendly to people. It makes you feel good. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Speaking of Stress with Manny Gonzales, who has this workshop titled 3 Keys to Survive a Mental Meltdown, and based on my book, Burn Your Bridges, Don't Look Back. Leave the past behind. Move forward, enjoy your journey, seek good health, and remember, it's all because of the good Lord that allows us to have these good things. Pray, meditate, thank God for all the goodness around you. God bless you so much.